Hello, my desktop publishing students. We're going to do some file management here. I know some of you have some skills and some of you are lacking some skills. So I'm going to start at the very bottom and work through to the top. So first of all, I want you to go down here, look on your taskbar, and you'll see this yellow folder. And note that it comes up and says File Explorer. You can see that right here, File Explorer. So I'm going to click on this yellow folder. And now I'm going to tell you to maximize your screen. So go up here, and this is your maximize button. Remember, click on maximize. And now what does it say? Restore. So whichever way you want to look at it, but I'm going to maximize mine so that you're only seeing a clean screen. All right, what I want you to do first of all is I want you to go to your U drive, okay? So I'm going to go to my U drive, and now check your address bar. Make sure you see your name. I can see my name here, all right? Now, I want you to make a folder here, right here in the U drive. So I want you to right-click. I want you to go to New Folder, and you're going to type in there File Management. So File Management. Spell it correctly, please. M-A-N-A-G-E, and look at that. My E's missing. Okay, File Management, that's what we want to call it, and press Enter. Now, let's go to File Management, and now check your address bar, and you can see that you're in File Management, but there's nothing in there, okay, at this point in time. So I want to make a new folder here. So I want you to right-click, okay, right-click, and I want you to go to New Folder, and type in Work 1, okay, Work 1, and press Enter. All right, so now we have a folder where we want to put in some files. So right now we should read the U drive File Management, and that's what you've got. You're happy about that. But I want to now go to Work 1. So left double click, check your address bar. Where are you? You're in Work 1. And you always check your address bar and say, am I in the right place? And right now, yes, I am. All right, so what I want to do is I want to make a folder in here in Work 1. So I'm going to right-click, go to New Folder. And I want to call this one Spreadsheets. So type in Spreadsheets and press Enter. All right, and now this time when I say click on the white part of the screen, that means anywhere here that it's white, okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to copy files from your class's drive to your folder, all right? So I'm going to go to the class's drive, and yours will be in your desktop publishing folder, so go to your DTP folder, and we want to go to the folder called Data Files for File Management. So double click here. So check your address bar. You should see Classes Drive, Desktop Publishing, Data Files for File Management. And that's what you want. Now, I don't know what view you might be on. So what I want you to do here is I want you to go to View and make sure it's on List. Okay, let's put it on List. That'll be your easiest way for right now. You could left it on Details, that's what I had, but let's switch it to List, all right? Now, I want you to select all the files, and we've got more than one way to do this, as you might guess. The first way is what you've always learned. Click on the first file, hold down your Shift key, and click on the last file. Don't drag, okay? Click on the first file, hold down your Shift key, click on the last file, and I've selected all of them. All right, I'm going to click off, or you could have went Control A, which is select all. And again, you know both of those, so it's whichever way you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to say click on your first file, hold down your Shift key, click on your last file, because then you don't get into any trouble. All right, we want to copy the files. Go Control C. All of you know that. Or you could have right-clicked and went copy. Now, when I went Control C, nothing appears to happen. All I did was take a copy, right? Okay, so now I want you to go back to your U drive. So go back to your U drive. All right. I want you to go to your file management folder. Okay. And then I want you to go to work 1. So now check your address bar, and it should say work 1. If it doesn't say work 1, you're in the wrong place. All right, so now point to the screen here, the white part of the screen, right click and choose paste. And so there we pasted in all the files that we had there for you to play with. Now I've put all years, whole bunch of different years, and everything, a whole bunch of different type of files, and as we move through this video you'll learn how to work with them. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to practice copying files from one location to another location. All right, so we're still in our work 1 folder. Check your address bar. Okay, now this time I'm going to select a random number of files. So that means that I want to use my control key. If I'm going to do a consecutive number of files, I'm going to use the shift key. But right now you're going to learn random. Okay, so click once on the product table, just once. Don't double click. All right, now hold down your control key, and I asked you to click on product IDs. So click once on product IDs. And then I asked you to click on ticket. Okay, and you know what? I don't see ticket here. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold down your control key, click once on ticket. And now leave your control key down and click once on product list. So do you see that we've taken random files? All right, go Control C to copy. And now we want to go to your folder called spreadsheets. Remember, we put it in work 1. So now go to your work 1 folder and look at the top. There's your folder called spreadsheets. Left double click on it. Now check your address bar. Remember, this is your address bar. Does it read spreadsheets? And if it does, right click, go to paste. And you pasted those 4 files in there. Now note, I always teach you to copy and paste. You can delete files later, but if you cut the file or delete it, you can't often get it back. So this way, copy them first, make sure you've got all the files are all correct, and we can delete later. All right, that was good. You copied your files, no problem. Now, it says go back to the folder called Work 1, and this is where your address bar comes in really handy, and I want you starting to use this, okay? So it says go to Work 1. Well, I can see it right here. So I click on it. There's Work 1. And it asks me to make a new folder, okay? So make sure nothing is selected. You're in Work 1. Now right-click, go to New Folder, and call this one Park Project. P-A-R-K Project. P-R-O-J-E-C-T. And press Enter. All right, so now you have 2 folders. The rest of these are called files. The yellow folders are folders, and they hold or contain files. All right, this time it asks me to click on the file called Proposal. All right, so scroll down. And you know what? I think I'll go back to your list right now, just to refresh your memory. Go to View and go to List. All right, and I think you're easier for you to select your files, okay? So click on Proposal. There's Proposal. Hold down your Control key. Click on Alive. Click on Smile. And click on Web. There's Web. And click on Logo. Logo, there's Logo. And now click on Logo Yellows. And SGL. Click on SGL, and there's SGL. Take your finger off Control, and now you want to go Control C. Okay, so you've copied them. And now we want to go to the folder called Park Project. Well, you can see Park Project, so left double click. Check your address bar. Does it say Park Project? Yes, it does. All right, right click and paste. And there's all the files that we chose for Park Project. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to delete a file. Okay, so click on the file called Smile, and you're right there. You're in Project. You can see smile, okay? All right, so now I want you to make it blue like I have, and now press the delete key. And now, usually it asks me, are you sure? But it's gone. It's in the recycling bin. So it didn't ask me anything there. That's fine. That's delete. And it is in the recycle bin, and we'll come to the recycle bin, but I'm not going to go to that area right now. Okay? All right, so the next thing now, it says you will rename the file. Now, remember, you can't rename a file if it's open. So make sure it's always closed, and then you can rename it. Now, click once on Logo Yellows. Okay, you're in the Park Project folder. Click on Logo Yellow. All right, so what I want you to do is right-click and go down. And remember, it's always right-click. Okay, always right-click. Go to Rename. Now, the same thing here. Click. Now, do you see the outline here? That means you are in edit mode. Click in here. The Home key takes you to the beginning. The End key takes you to the end. So always place your cursor closer to where you want it. And I want to take out now, backspace, and take out yellows. And I want to put in Logo 2. Okay, Logo 2, I put the 2 in. All right, press Enter. And you've renamed it. And did you notice now it went in alphabetical order, but the Logo 2 comes after Logo, which makes sense. All right, so now, this time it says, answer the following questions, okay? Which is the largest file in the Park Project folder? All right, when we want to look at size, size is right here, okay? So you look, now watch, click on the word size, and you see you have largest to smallest. Click on the word size, and you have smallest to largest. Click on the word size, and I've got my largest at the top, which is 84. So if you were to say, what's the largest file? The largest file is the logo, and it has 84 kilobytes. What's the newest file? Okay, now watch modified. Okay, date modified. The newest file is 2005 SGL. The oldest file is 1994. Date modified, and it's the same thing as size, but this is date. Most current date, oldest date, most current date. All right, and of course that's SGL. Now, it says look in your Work 1 folder. Okay, so go to Work 1 and look in your Work 1 folder. Now, go back to View here, and I want you to put on Details. Okay, put on Details. All right, so this time it says, how are the proposal and SGL icons different? Proposal and SGL. Okay, so let's scroll down here. Proposal is a W, which tells you it's a Word doc. Okay, it's a Word file. All right, and you can, proposal, where's my here? You can see that it says Microsoft Word. All right, and now SGL has a green X, which tells you it's an Excel file, but it also tells you Microsoft Excel. Okay, so that's the difference there. And what's the file with the most recent data in the Work 1? Well, click on Date Modified, and the most current date, well, your two folders, 2019, and then, now let me go back here, and 2008 is your newest file other than the folders. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to stop here because I'm out of video time, so I'll start right at number 34 when I come back.